Hello everyone, I am Kajal Jha, lecturer in Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology, Electrical Engineering Department. Today's topic is 8051 Micro Memory Devices Interfacing and Applications of a subject Digital Electronics and Micro Applications, Microcontroller Applications. Subject code is 22421. So in this video we have to see that is interfacing of the 8051 microcontroller with the LCD. Okay, and some interfacing of the 8051 microcontroller. So let's start. So here, draw the interfacing diagram where port 1.0 pin of the 8051 microcontroller is used to control the relay contact in a turn, controls the fan connected to 230 volt and describe the operation of the circuit. So this is nothing but the interfacing diagram for this, and this is the operation of that circuit. So first relay interfacing to port 1.0 pin. So we connect the relay with the port 1.0 of the 8051 microcontroller. If you see here, this is nothing but the transistor. Okay, after that here relay is connected. Okay, after that here relay is connected. One led is given here, that is nothing but here. After that here fan is connected, that is 230 volt AC. Then here 8051 is present, that is VCC and enable pin, and here it is ground pin. Then reset pin is present. After that crystal frequency generation, that is extal1 and extal2. Here we have to control the control. Okay, relay contact in turns means control, we have to control what, that is fan connected to 230 volt. So if you see the operation of that circuit, so fan is operating on a 0 to 230 volt AC, and microcontroller is operating on a 0 to 5 volt DC. So we can't connect a fan directly to the microcontroller. So therefore we have to connect the relay in between the fan and microcontroller. Okay, after that the relay is electromechanical switch, and it operates at on a 12 volt DC. Therefore we can't connect the relay directly to the microcontroller. So to drive the relay we are using the relay driver, that is transistor BC547, that is nothing but the BJT. After that a microcontroller will operate a transistor, and transistor will operate the relay. Okay, will operate the fan. These nothing but first microcontroller take the 5 volt only. After but the relay operates on the 12 volt. So we can't connect a relay directly with the 8051 microcontroller. So in between that one member is present, that is nothing but the BC547. Okay, which so microcontroller will operate that transistor. After that, because of the transistor the relay is operate, and because of the relay the fan is operate. Okay, so when port 1.0 is logically high, that means 5 volt, then transistor turns on. Okay, and relay turns on, and because of that the no contact will become, so no change, no contact is here. After that and fan will be turns on, means what, when the port 1.0 is at a high potential, that is 5 volt, then the transistor will get on, and because of the transistor relay is operate, and a relay because of the relay operate the fan will be on. After that when the port 1.0 is logic low, means the 0 volt. Okay, then the transistor is off, because no current and no voltage is given to the transistor. So transistor is in off condition. Because of the transistor relay is also off, and because of the relay the no movement of the fan, so fan will turns off. So led is used to indicate the relay on and off. Okay, means led is indicate what, if the led is blink means what, the relay is on. If the led is on off, then then the relay is off. So instruction to on and off the fan are as follows: set bit 1.0 is used to turn on the relay as well as fan, and set bit and clear P1.0 is used to turn off an relay as well as fan. Okay, so if you give the instruction said bit 1.0, then fan is on and relay is also on. And if you give the clear P1.0, then fan and relay both the in the off condition. Okay. After that, interfacing of the keyboard with the 8051 microcontroller, the rows are pull up by resistance in the 8051 ports with the embedded microcontroller. The keyboard consists of a number of keys, that is switches, connected in a matrix form, that is row and columns arrangement as shown in this figure. This is nothing but the row and columns arrangement. This is 4 rows are present and 4 columns are present. 4 rows are R1, R2, R3, R4, and 4 columns are C1, C2, C3, C4. Okay, these are the all the keys. That is nothing but the keyboard. These are the keys of the keyboard. So the keyboard consists of number of keys, that is switches connected in a matrix form, that is a row into column. Okay, in order to scan the keyboard, microcontroller makes one of the columns low and then reads the rows to see if any keys in that column have been pressed. The rows are pulled up by resistance in the 8051 ports. As long as no keys are pressed, the microcontroller checks the logic high on each of the pins connected to the keyboard rows. The nibble driven onto the columns always contains only a single zero. The microcontroller can find a zero on any row pin, so is for the keyboard keys to be pressed that connect the columns set to the row. A controller knows which column is at a zero level and which rows reads the zero, so which determine which key is pressed. Okay, this is nothing but the keyboard interfacing with the 8051 microcontroller. So controller knows if the column is at a zero level, then whichever rows is read zero, and which determine the which key is pressed. So after that we give the we give the information about whichever key is pressed. So draw the interfacing diagram of interface 3 into 3 key matrix to the 8051 microcontroller. 3 into 3 key means what? There is a 3 rows and 3 columns. After that, here if you see this is the 8051 microcontroller. These 3 key are present, that is a column and rows. So 3 rows are connected to port 1.0, port 1.1 and port 1.2, and 3 columns are connected to port 1.3, 1.4 and 1.5. Against each key, registers are connected. Okay, after that here VCC, then enable VCC is 5 volt, and after that enable pin, then here the reset pin is present, and after here the extal1 and extal2 is present for the generation of the crystal frequency. After that here or to give the oscillations, after that here ground pin is connected. So like that we connect the 3 into 3 key matrix for the this. If here 4 into 4 matrix is present, then we have to connect the 4 ports, that is port 1.0 to port 1.3 for the 4 rows, and port 1.4 to 1.7 for the columns. Okay, these are nothing but the interfacing diagram for the 4 into 4 matrix. Okay, after that we see interfacing of the 3 into 3 key matrix with the 8051 microcontroller, which we see previous. So here D0, D1, D2. Here port 1 output. Here 3 into 3 matrix we will see in here. Okay. After that here explanation. It is the function of the microcontroller to scan the keyboard continuously to detect the identify the key press. First, microcontroller checks whether all keys are open before the start of the operation by grounding all the rows and ensuring that the input port has 111. To detect the press key, the microcontroller again grounds all rows by providing 0 to the output latch. Then it reads the column. If the data read from the column is D2 to D0 is 111, no key has been pressed and the process continues till key press is detected. If one of the column bits has a 0, this means that key press has occurred. Then the program waits for a 20 milliseconds. This is nothing but the delay or a debounce time, and a check for the key press again. If still the key press is detected, it proceed. After detecting a key press, microcontroller will go through the process of identifying the key. Starting with the top row, the microcontroller grounds it by providing a low to row D0 only. It reads the columns. If the data reads is all ones, then no key in that row is activated and the process is moved to the next row. It grounds the next row, reads the columns and check for any 0. This process continues until the row is identified. After identification of the row in which the key has been pressed, find out which columns the press key belongs to. Upon finding the row that the key press belongs to, it set up the starting address of the lookup table holding the scan codes, that is nothing but the ASCII codes, and for that row. So to identify the key press, it rotates the column bits one bit at time into the carry flag and check to see if it is low. Upon finding the 0, it pulls out the ASCII code for that key from the lookup table. Otherwise, it increments the pointer to point to the next element of the lookup table. Likewise, we explain the interfacing. Okay, we will get the idea of the 3 into 3 key matrix with the 8051 microcontroller interfacing, how the key is pressed and how it reads the data, and how the microcontroller get an idea about which key is pressed. Okay, so we will see remaining in a next video. Thank you.